Yes, of course. I know. Microsoft just bought Activision, which means that Microsoft now has Activision. Anything that's developed by Activision is from now on only can be on Xbox. So, Microsoft now owns Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. Yes, of course. It owns them now. And the publisher is Activision. If you don't know, Activision has been publishing Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, both of them, since 2008. That's the first year that Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon were published by Activision. Then the next game that I'm talking about the console games. Then the next console game about them that was published by Activision was Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, then Spyro Reignited Trilogy, then Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, which won Best Racing Game at the Game Critics Awards and Best Sports Racing Game at the Game Awards. And, of course, Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Yes, of course. If you don't know, yes, Spyro Reignited Trilogy was made by the same people who made Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Both of them were developed by the same company called Toys for Bob. And yeah, Spyro Reignited Trilogy did well. And even Crash Bandicoot 4 did. Crash Bandicoot 4 did well, but it didn't do as good as Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. It didn't do as good at all. It didn't do as well. Basically, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, it did do pretty good. But basically, the game sold less copies than Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Actually, the game sold way less copies than Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. It did not do at all as good. The game did do pretty good, but it didn't do as good. And Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time also didn't do as good as Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Spyro Reignited Trilogy did way better than Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. Way better. And it's also a way better game. Basically, this game, I 106%ed it. It was hard. It was not an easy game. Sometimes I experienced many bugs in the game. It was a very challenging game. It was really hard. Like, look. The graphics of the game look beautiful. The game did do well, but once again, that I'm going to say again, not as good as the Insane Trilogy and CTR Nitro Fuel. See, this game was, nominated at the Game Awards for Best Family Game, but lost to Animal Crossing New Horizons. And there's, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel that won Best Sports Racing Game at the Game Awards of 2019 and Best Racing Game at the Game Critics Awards. That's what I just said again. And yeah. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. And yeah, of course, actually, I shouldn't quit right now. And yes, I know, Microsoft just bought Activision. But though, if they're published by a different company, then they might not be exclusive to Xbox. Now that is truly all for today. Thank you for watching.